All right. Hello, everyone. Big welcome. Give me just a moment. I am going to check in with Tammy if everyone is able to get in. You send her a little message. Oh, there you go. So let me see. There you are. Tammy, so I'm gonna invite you to the chat so that, there we go. All right, so Tammy, you're here with me. Hello. Hi, Tammy. Hello, everyone. Good to see you guys. That's awesome. I cannot hear you, so let me unmute you. See if you can unmute yourself.
Am I unmuted?
Yes, hello.
Hi. Hi. I have a group here. This is Patricia.
Hi, what a beautiful group. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful. So I wanted to, bring you guys in and say hello. I don't know, do you want to say a little introduction, Tammy? Or should I do my own introduction? We can kind of go organically, however you prefer.
Do you want to go around for the group? I just got done telling them all about you and how I know you and Misakian. And I don't know if you want me to go around the room real quick.
Hey, yes, everyone. So the intention here, we're going to do one Akashic Clearing session to open up what are you ready to open up to develop your intuition at a deeper level. So I believe some of you already been working with your intuition and already been working through healing or any of those areas. I think it would be kind of fun if we go like through the room and each person say your name and say your intention, like your name and your intention for our work together here today.
Your name and your intention of what kind of your intention is. Is it to like clear your channels or to experience something new? I mean, it can be anything.
I'm Sue and I am experiencing something new.
Welcome, Sue.
I'm Jackie and I'm just kind of starting to learn about some of these things and curious.
Very cool. Welcome, Jackie.
I'm Haley, and I just want to experience something new and maybe work on my journey of healing.
Welcome, Haley.
My name is Nikki, and I've kind of been on a spiritual journey for the last 3 years. So I've never done this before, so it's a new experience.
Welcome, Nikki. Very cool.
I'm Donna. I think I'm looking for some clearing. I feel like there's some blockages and then something new.
Perfect. Welcome, Donna. Perfect place.
I'm Vanessa, and I'm just looking for guidance.
Beautiful, Vanessa. Excellent.
My name's Andrea, and I'm just looking for something new.
Welcome, Andrea. Beautiful.
Hi, I'm Allison, and I am an animal communicator, so I feel pretty strong with my intuition. Looking for some clearing of some old things.
Very cool, Allison. Welcome. Nice. Very cool.
Hi, I'm Summer.
Hi, Summer.
A little bit late. I don't know if you even knew that, but anyways, that's one of my things I need to clear. But I've never actually heard of this until Tammy talked to me about it recently, so I'm super excited, and I just want to see what this could do for me experientially. So that's why I'm here.
Awesome. So big welcome. I love
Hi.
Hey, what's your name?
Can you guys hear okay?
How's the sound?
Well, I don't know how to turn it up on the TV or the TV.
Oh yeah, do you ever know? Just turn your volume up there. There we go.
Can you talk again? See what it does. Are you there, Patricia?
Yes. Hello? Can you hear?
See, I'm trying to turn it up here and it's not.
You're fully there.
Okay.
It's just the TV now. You gotta turn it up.
Can you hear me now?
It sounds like it's not coming through the TV.
No, it's not.
Shoot.
Okay, well. Okay, let's see how. Testing,
Hello, hello.
not very loud. Okay, well, we'll have to go with it because I can't get it any louder.
All right. I'll try to keep my voice loud. And so I'll explain a little bit. I'm sure Tanya already. Should I just start, Tanya, while you guys are setting up, or should we wait?
1 second, we're going to see if we can make this a little bit louder.
All right. If you need me to talk to test the sound, let me know.
Okay, 1 second.
Yep.
Well, thank you. So smart. Okay, we think we got it louder now.
Awesome.
Okay, 1 second. Now I got to get back on the screen.
Should be on. Here, get out of. Okay. There she is. And then we'll just get her bigger. And then we're just gonna full screen her if we can.
Very hard, Glad.
Here, wait. Gallery view. What's that? No. Actually, we should just be able to. Video. I'm in Windows.
I think we're okay
10.
now.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
Okay, we're good.
I'm just gonna,
Awesome. So, well, I want to start by congratulating Tammy for this beautiful place and for her to participate and attract you beautiful souls here with us today. So I'm very honored to be invited for this healing session. I've been a healer for a little over 20 years, healing, Akashic records. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to mute everyone so that you can have a nice, clear recording. And so we're going to go straight to the healing session, and then we're going to open up and just chat. If you know anything that come up through the healing that you want to ask about, whatever you need, I'll be here with you. So I had a healing practice based on intuitive work, craniosacral, and Akashic records here in Los Angeles. And in 2012, I moved online. So I did coaching, I did energy healing, money coaching. I kind of work in different areas. And about 5 years ago, it's going to be actually our 5-year anniversary is on April. I founded the Akashic Records Institute. And when I started working, teaching how to access the Akashic Records, I started bringing to the healing work, where my healing guides taught me this particular technique that you're going to experience today, where we are going to tune into your body, and where in your body are you holding emotions or beliefs connected to your memories. So those sessions have, different intentions. And when I was talking to Tammy, we talk about, making a session about intuition, right? So, and my intention with this session is for those of you that are just starting to tune in, develop, or curious about, and also for those of you that have been working with intuition and different kinds of energy for a while now. And what I find is that every person is going to receive what is ready to receive at the level that you are. And so let me see if there is anything else that I wanted to. So in regards to intuition, how do we block our intuition? Some of us has past memories from a time you don't even remember, where it wasn't safe to tune into your intuition. It wasn't safe to share what came through you, right? So we make those unconscious agreements with ourselves, of others, and then we no longer, we close the door. And today, here, 2019 and forward, more than ever, more people are being called to tune into their gifts, tune into their intuition, and share what they came here to share. And so that is my intention, to be at service when you feel the call and when you're ready. So I believe everybody's hearing and we're good to go. So I will, in a second, share a grid with you. So I also work with crystal grids, and during the session, you're going to be seeing the crystal grid. And through the crystal grid, you're going to be also receiving the vibration from the crystal grid and from the crystals that are here and the message they have to you. And also, I will call your higher self. The grid that I chose for today, it is actually the higher self grid, using a sacred geometry of the Antakanara. And so the actual grid actually also opens up that connection. We're going to call your higher self to work with us. Your higher self is you with a deeper understanding of where you've been and where you're going. And if you have not worked with your higher self, I believe you're going to start getting, as you integrate the session and the days go on, you're going to start getting, some intuitive ideas. So I wanted to just, give you the heads up and ask you to be more aware of the, how your higher self is communicating with you, and it will come, in the beginning will come through different things. It could come as you asking a question and a friend will say something that's your answer. So the most important thing during the session today, if we ask your higher self this, especially if this is new for you, be aware so your mind doesn't go like, oh, did I got it? Did I? It's like, let it go of try to, understand with the mind what you're going to receive. When you ask a question to your higher self or to your soul or to your heart during the session, the best you can do is to ask the question and be open and in gratitude for your body, the intelligence of your body to receive the information. So because some of you, you have a different timing. So when you let go, when you don't go there with the mind, right, and you just set the intention to, I'm receiving, right, you're not creating why it's all black, or why I didn't receive, or why it didn't came to as an image, because there is all these different things like declare that is most common for you. There is all these different things that play, especially in the beginning. So the best you can do is to be on a state of gratitude for the wisdom that you received, and know that your body is going to integrate and translate in the way that you can understand. And it may be in a dream, it may be at the time, it may be through an idea that is going to pop in your head. So don't try to figure it out how it's going to come to you. Just, save yourself time and just be on a state of gratitude. Okay. So in a minute, we're going to call the healing guides and they're going to come to you. And when I do that, I also set the intention that if you listen again, and I'm going to suggest Tammy to gift everyone that is here, you can continue having this session and listen as many times as you want. So when you listen again, the healing guides will come during the session, and they're going to be able to work at a deeper level. All right. So I think those are all the news. I have, like the little directions as everybody just jumping in for the first time. And we're going to go for it. Let me take my video off and I'm going to share the grid with you. All right, and actually, Tammy, before we continue, if you don't mind to click on the Q&A and let me know, or just unmute yourself and let me know if you can see, everybody can see the grid and if the sound is still okay. Don't want to have the whole muted session. All good? All right, great. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna make sure. All right, and I'm gonna, okay, you're muted. Okay, so we are good. All right. All right, so taking a seat to make sure you're comfortable. If you are crossing your legs, it's important that you don't cross your legs or don't cross your arms. It's best that you're seated on a chair so that the energy, I'm gonna teach you how to run energy, and the energy can run freely through your body. So the best way to receive it is being seated in a seated position, feet touching the floor, hands resting on the top of your legs with the palms facing up, and have your back rested on the back of the chair, if there is a back of a chair. And we are going to start with your eyes open, just receiving all the vibration from the sacred crystal code's higher self, allowing all the vibration, healing, and transmission from this grid to come to you now. And notice where your eyes are guided to focus, or maybe they're being guided to move through the grid. Just notice, knowing that whatever you experience is just perfect. And now I'm gonna, with your eyes open, I'm gonna ask you to open your first chakra. Beautiful. Now, set the intention to breathe in all the vibration of the sacred crystal codes of higher self, opening pathway to deepen your connection with your higher self, and letting go any resistance or any energy that block the connection at a deeper level. So I want to invite you to do this 3 times, receiving the grid, creating space, and releasing what is blocking the path. And now you're going to close your eyes and keep your eyes closed throughout the session. Focusing once again in your first chakra, around the end of the tailbone or between the ovaries. And just set the intention to open your first chakra. Your body, your energy, always listen to your command. The more you clear your energy, more easier will be to set an intention and see manifesting the present. You're now going to set the intention to open your first chakra and imagine that you're creating a ground cord. However it wants to be created. We're going to pass through the chair, going to pass through the floor, and going to travel to all the crosses of the earth, all the way down to the very center of the earth. And now your ground cord is hooking up to the very center of the earth. So notice what you notice when you ground yourself, when you give yourself permission to tell the earth, this is where I stand. This is me. And notice that as you take that action, the earth supports you and gently hold the space for you. So may that be a reminder that you can apply to any area of your life. It's about desiring and taking a stand for yourself, and see those around you accommodating you, being there for you and supporting you, your gifts and your desires. And let's take a moment to emanate gratitude for the earth, for all they give to us. Bringing your attention now to the bottom of your feet. Here, you too are also going to command to open your feet chakra. And now set the intention to tune in to the earth energy through the bottom of your feet. Tuning into all the energy available in the earth. Tuning into all the vitality, all the abundance, and especially the way of being of the earth. Being still and knowing that everything you need is coming to you. Water, seeds, so you can grow your gifts and serve from your heart. Earth energy is so powerful, and we're going to invite some of that powerful energy to help clear your body from old beliefs, old emotions that is blocking you, especially your ability to move forward in life towards your desires, towards your intentions and your goals. The legs hold that ability to move forward. So we're going to invite 15% of this powerful earth energy to come up through the side channels of your legs, all the way into your first chakra, allowing the earth energy to circulate, bringing this new, fresh earth to your first chakra and down through your grounding. So once you activate this energy, it's going to continue moving forward throughout the whole session. Clearing from the legs what it is that you are unconsciously sabotaging on your path to move forward, and clearing also in the first chakra any triggers, beliefs, or emotions connected to creation, manifestation. First chakra holds a lot of emotions and information regarding being here in the third dimension and creating and making money, making relationships and creating things. So whatever it is that today at the level that you are, it's blocking the flow to manifest the environment that you desire. As the earth energy comes and circulates, it's going to pull out and push it down through the very center of the earth what no longer serves you. And for this work, we're going to visualize the center of the earth as this magnetic lava energy. And whatever is no longer in alignment with your design, with your soul purpose, as you run energy, naturally starts going down to your ground cord. And when it gets in touch with the lava, it's going to poof, dematerialize, and become reusable energy. We don't lose anything, we create. Out of what no longer serves you, we give it back to become reusable energy. So as this earth energy is moving, we're going to bring your attention to the top of your head, your crown chakra. And here we're also going to set the intention to open your crown chakra. So you can be open to receive your divine guidance from your higher self, from the transmissions that the universe is always sending to you. So we're going to think about, however comes to you, a beautiful light that represents the essence of the universe. So notice where it comes to you, whatever it is, the very center of the earth, the universe, sorry. The center of the universe, the center of wisdom, creation, and possibilities. And now we're going to call forth that wisdom to come to find you and to just connect with your crown chakra. Notice what you notice when you connect to the universe, when you give yourself permission to be present to all the wisdom that is available for you. The intelligence of your body is now anchoring and grounding all the messages that you've been receiving all along. And from today on, it's going to get clearer and more clear. And now we're going to invite 85% of this universal light to come down through your crown, bringing clarity to all the chakras, the main chakras, as you continue going down through the center of your spine, all the way down into your first chakra. In your first chakra, the earth energy is going to mix with the universal energy. And this powerful mixture of heaven on earth is going to start pumping up through your spine, up, 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 all the way out through your crown, through the aura and beyond. Part of this mixture is going to bifurcate on your shoulders, down your arms, and out through your hands. Part of this mixture in the first chakra is going to go down through the center channels of your legs, out through your feet. So you see how through your feet, top of the head, and hands, you're releasing energy, but you're also renewing and bringing new energy, 85% universal light through the crown and 15 through the earth, to the light, to the feet. So you're this open channel where you're no longer attached or holding on to the energy, and you're opening up for this beautiful universal balance. Knowing that sometimes you have to let go of something so you can receive something better. And now we're going to call forth your higher self to the top of your head. Now all you need to do is to repeat after me. I call forth my higher self to the top of my head. Your higher self is coming in and sitting at your 8th chakra. Take a moment to notice what you notice in your body when your higher self is closer to you. And now you may smile and receive your higher self smiling back to you, showering you with unconditional love, being here with you. In this session, I honor your boundaries, and your higher self is in command. I'll bring you the healing guides in a second, but know that you're protected through your higher self, and only what your higher self gives permission is shifted for you. We're going to ask your higher self to keep running energy for you. You don't have to worry about, am I doing this right? Just up-render to your higher self. All you need to do in the session, keep your eyes closed and be present in your body. There is no right or wrong way to receive. Just be present. Let go of expectations. Let go of self-judgment. And honor that you are giving yourself this gift today. If you're here, this is your time. Now I'm sending the healing guides to you. They're coming in and connecting to your higher self and asking permission to co-create together. And now your higher self is going to point out to the healing guides any tears or rips of open spaces or holes in your aura that may have allowed judgment, outside or outside manipulation, especially regarding your priorities of your soul. So whatever that is, we're going to start by clearing your space from, number one, other people's energy, and number two, what is that you were attached to, connected to beliefs or emotions that allowed these people to hook on in your space. So we're clearing both things. And something that I always say about this, nobody has the power to hurt you. They can, however, touch the hurt that is inside of you. So that's why it's so important to clear what is allowing people to hook on. And those may be your own beliefs or self-judgments. When something from outside match that, it's almost like you give them permission to manipulate or to try to get you to feel bad about yourself or whatever it is that they are doing. In this session, you're taking your power back, especially regarding your connection to your own sovereignty, claiming your power to allow your higher self support you and guide your path instead of other people's agenda and desires for you. So they're going to continue a little bit in silence around your aura. Beautiful. Now the healing guides are filling it up your aura with the most pure golden light, raising the vibration, closing those open spaces, and bringing it to the present time. Beautiful. So now the healing guides are going to work on your activating both your spine and the records of your body, creating a thread between this lifetime and any other experience, maybe from yourself or maybe from your lineage, where you was not safe to be intuitive for whatever reason. So those are old contracts, old wounds at a time that people did not have the capacity to understand you and your gifts. At the time that people feared what they could not control. So this is very old contract, and what happens is when we suffer abandonment or isolation because of our gifts, because of that experience, we may create an agreement to shut that down, to blame that gift, instead of look at the gifts is not what is to be blamed. So we are going to do a few minutes of allowing that old agreement that may have never be expressed, all those gifts that were shut down, they were hidden, and maybe seen as a curse. So we're going to allow any blockages created by it, any triggers, emotions, beliefs, whatever it is that is stuck here, to be heard. And when it's heard, it can be expressed. And when it can be expressed, your ego cannot hold on to those interpretations anymore. Those are all stories. It was a story that you created because of that memory, because of that experience, but it's not the truth. It was just a story. And when we release the story, we create space for our truth to shine. So the way that we're going to do this, just be present to the center of your spine, to your neck, your whole spine. And notice what you notice. Maybe there will be scenes that will show up in your inner eye. There will be sounds. Maybe there will be emotions. Don't force it. Just be present to your body. And know that whatever needs to be expressed today is going to be expressed so it can be released and so it can be create space for a new or a deeper connection to your higher self, to intuition, and to your gifts. So we're going to start now. Just notice what you notice and accept it. Accept it, send unconditional love. If fear show up, just say, I see you. I'm here with you. Beautiful. Now there are older wounds, and this is what I've been called to guide you to do. And you may do it, I know this is a group, so you may repeat it out loud. I believe it will be actually powerful that we all do this as a group. So I am actually going to unmute you, and your sound is going to be on the recording. So here we're going to repeat the words for the Ho'oponopono. And if you don't know the Ho'oponopono, I'll invite you to just go with us, and we can talk more about it. But basically, when you repeat for yourself and for others, you shift that vibration. And both parts are blessed and open up the forgiveness path. Actually, there is a noise in the line, so I'm going to wait a second to unmute. So the 4 words is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. And you may, as we repeat them, it may be, if you're visual, you may see faces in front of you or not. You may have, tune into a knowing or a sound or a feeling. But just know that what we're going to do, we're going to ask your higher self to bring it to you anyone that ever judge you and your gifts first. So all you need to do is to notice what show up for you. If nothing comes, remember, it doesn't mean that it didn't come. It means that you are receiving through the intelligence of your body. So just set the intention in your heart to repeat the Ho'oponopono words. Forgiving doesn't mean you are agreeing with the other part, that you give them permission to do what they did. It means that you are ready to clear that agreement so you can be free in the present. So you can reconnect to your intuition in the present. So I'm going to unmute you and I want to invite you to repeat with me and notice what show up for you. So this intention now is for anyone that ever guilt you or judge you or abandoned you because of your connections to your gifts. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And now, all the vibration of forgiveness for all of those that touch you, I've been blessing down your timeline and emanating forgiveness back to those, and also emanating freedom for you. And now we are going to imagine yourself and all identities that you ever embraced, all the emotions that you chose to experience because of that judgment, because of that blame. And are all choices that you chose to accept, especially the choice of broke down the connection to your gift, thinking about all parts of you that ever made an agreement to shut down your intuition. We are going to together repeat the Ho'oponopono. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Forgive me. Thank you. I love you.
Love you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
I love you. Letting forgiveness go down through your timeline and lighten up your path. Letting the understanding that that was then and this is now showing to that part of you that you are safe, protected, and supported today. And that there are specific things that you're meant to do in this lifetime. And there are people looking for your gifts. And now let's just emanate gratitude for all experience that you had in this lifetime that brought you here at this moment. And healing guides, now that we clear that space, we're going to fill it up, your whole spine with the most beautiful golden light. Blessing all memories, all experiences, and releasing any blocks or attachments created by those experiences, now that the wisdom is intact. Beautiful. Bring it to the present time. Now the healing guides are going to go through some of your channels. We're going to start in your third eye. We're going to ask your higher self to show to the healing guides any blocks to develop your third eye, your inner eye, your seeing that you're now ready to release. Any emotions or beliefs. Healing guides are clearing it up. Clearing any fear of seeing something that may not be received. Bring it to the present time, filling it up with golden light. Now we're going to clear the center of your head of all the thoughts, emotions, overthinking, projecting what did not happen to the future, clearing any worries or anxiety in the center of the head. The center of your head must be open and clear so you can create. And most of us have the tendency to put it all in there, all those thoughts, all that stuff, list of things to do. It's like every time I look in, there's like cobwebs in the center of the head. So healing guides are clearing it up, everything that is here. And sometimes it's so busy, and that's why you can't hear your intuition. So anytime you feel like overthinking, you can listen again to this session, and the healing guides can help you to clear that. Now the healing guides are bringing the center of your head to the present time. Creating space for clarity and focus. Beautiful. Now we're going to clear your ear channels, asking your higher self to point out to the healing guides any blocks to listening to your intuition, clearing that channel between your third eye and your ears, and also the channel between your crown chakra and your ears. Now the healing guides are going to calibrate your ears, bringing golden light and bringing to the present time. Beautiful. And then one last thing we're gonna do today, we're gonna go into your heart. I'm gonna ask your higher self to point out to the healing guides any hurt, consciously or unconscious, directed to, not felt understood by others, not felt yourself or your gifts honored by others. And the healing guides are clearing it up. Clearing any hurt of being judged, that you're ready to release. Clearing any shame and any emotions connected to those experiences. And now the healing guides are clearing the channel between the heart and the third eye and the ears. letting go of what no longer serves you. And now we're going to do that asking that I mentioned. And I want you to think about the question that you've been asking yourself, whatever that is. And I want you to mentally tune into your higher self once again. And mentally you ask your higher self, ask your question. And I'm going to give you a few minutes. So ask your question now. I'm going to thank your higher self for all wisdom shared with gratitude to the intelligence of your body to receive what you just received now. And healing guide is now going to remove the outer layer of your aura, just old, and we're going to create with your higher self a new golden layer protecting your aura. Completely golden, bring it to the present time. And now I want you to imagine that at the top of your head you have this beautiful crystal ball. And in this beautiful crystal ball, you're going to imagine your full name. Imagine that it's written in the crystal ball. And now the healing guides are going to open and bring in back all parts of yourself that are now ready to integrate, bringing your gifts, and especially bringing permission to once again tune back into those gifts, to embrace it, to let it guide your path so you can fulfill your purpose. And now the healing guides are filling it up with courage, permission, And your higher self's filling it up with unconditional love. When I allow the crystal ball to fall down, filling it up, body and soul. And when you're ready, you're going to stop running energy and touch the floor so that the excess energy can go back to Mother Earth. Therefore, I want to thank Tammy for gathering this beautiful group together. I want to thank you for being here, for listening to the call. I want to thank your higher self, the healing guides. Namaste. And we are back.
That was
You guys, hello. So take a time, stretch, allow your body to integrate. Hey.
Hi, that was awesome.
Very cool, very cool.
I love that. I love that.
I love the energy of the group. Very cool.
Does anybody have any questions? Patricia?
So any questions? Anything that came up for you, they were like, what? Whatever you need, I'm here for you.
So is there any way where that we could find these things to be, like when we were asking for our guides and stuff like that, is there any type of a formula or whatever that we could go to for guidance on that?
Yes. And I don't know if it can be shared, but I do have a step-by-step program that teaches you how to connect with your higher self, how to do this, ritual on yourself. Not exactly this one. But, so what happens is intuition is like a muscle, right? So the more you use it, the more you develop. So I created, I have a 21-day program where you learn, the different stages. You learn about your chakras, you learn about the layers of your aura, you learn about, why and how to clear, and what kind of energy that we get, we have the tendency to accumulate in that particular area of your body. So, that's the for someone that is beginning and for someone that is actually doing for a while, this is a good, solid program to support you on that path. But it's the intuition, like when you start to develop your intuition, it's an exercise of slowing down, almost like, like how babies come into the world, that's like, they see something, they're like, whoa, like, it's almost like everything is new, right? So, what if you, like everyone would, set the intention to every day, I'm gonna, like for 10 minutes, I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna look at the tree. And I'm going to see like the different nuances of the tree. I'm going to tune into the vibration that I feel from the tree, right? So it's almost like, we all had that. There's so much bigger opening and so much deeper level. And we come to this world and we forget because we have, we get out of the womb. We're like, how I'm going to control it? Like you're there in the womb for like maybe, 9 months or less or whatever. But it's like you're just floating in and you're just receiving and everything is coming to you, right? But then we get out and like, oh, now I gotta control, I gotta do this. I learned that so you kind of start getting to that business, and the more we grow, like more like we just, shut down those are receiving channels and we just kind of like go. So tuning back to intuition is like feeling the layers, like going back to, slowing down, like setting the intention to be more present when someone talks to you, like see beyond, those words that are coming out, like tuning into the person's energy and all that.
Anybody else have any questions? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thousands? Well, I'll be here to answer other questions too after you sign off with her. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I love you very much. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'll talk to you in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.